Committee on House Administration will come to order. I note that a quorum is present, and without objection, the chair may declare recess at any time. Also, without objection, the meeting record will remain open for 5 legislative days, so members may submit any materials they wish to include therein. Today marks the first time in 12 years the Federal Election Commission, or the FEC, has come before the Committee on House Administration. As chairman of the committee, I'm focused on building Americans' confidence in our elections by making it easier to vote and hard to cheat. Recently, I introduced the strongest election integrity legislation in 20 years. Now we've passed the bill out of this committee, and nearly 1/3 of the House has joined in support of the American Confidence in Elections Act. The ACE Act makes critical reforms to support the FEC's mission. The ACE Act adopts nearly all of the Commission's most recent nonpartisan priority legislative recommendations, including a recommendation to get rid of the last paper filing, which promotes transparency and allows efficient filing of reports. Further, the ACE Act limits foreign nationals' ability to participate in American elections. American elections are only for American citizens. The ACE Act accepts the FEC's recommendation to prohibit foreign nationals from contributing to state or local ballot initiatives or referendums. Keeping foreign money out of our elections should be a top priority for all of us. That's why I'm promoting the ACE Act, which closes the loophole that's been used by foreign billionaires to pump hundreds of millions of dollars into American elections. For the FEC to do anything, a majority vote of the commissioners is required. This means at least 4 commissioners need to agree. Some of my colleagues on the left have argued that the commission should be made up of 5 commissioners. This would turn it into a partisan agency. The FEC works well together and should remain nonpartisan. In fact, since January 1st, 2021, the FEC has closed 521 enforcement matters with an agreement rate of over 90%. We must maintain the bipartisan structure of the FEC so Americans can trust its decisions are even-handed. It's important that every decision by the FEC begins with an examination of current law and the First Amendment. Every action the FEC takes puts it up against the First Amendment. It's vital that Congress and the FEC ensure the agency strikes the right balance. The First Amendment holds that political speech is protected speech. That's why the ACE Act has important provisions to protect free speech. We want to prevent federal agencies from being weaponized. That's why the ACE Act will require the IRS, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and all other federal government agencies to focus on their actual missions. The ACE Act prohibits these federal agencies from getting involved in limiting speech or setting Americans up for retribution for speaking their minds. The FEC plays a major role in ensuring Americans can have confidence in their elections. One concern I hear about, and this is really about transparency, is for the inability for Americans to download donor information of ActBlue and WinRed from the FEC's website, and I'd like to touch on that later. I'm glad we're able to welcome all 6 commissioners and the agency's Inspector General before us today.